Hi guys, this is Noiser with another episode of Equipped, the series where I share my preferred loadouts and playstyles for different operators. Hopefully you can find something that you can use to improve your game in Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are going to take a closer look at the new and improved Kapkan that received some love in the mid-season reinforcement patch. Kapkan was actually one of the first defenders I bought, but for some reason I never made a guide on him as I started my channel about 8 months after the release of the game or something, so I had already stopped playing him as he felt too sluggish and as his mines was too easy to spot to be of any good use really. Then he got his first buff, the removal of the large spike that you used to see at the other side of a door or window with a mine attached. Can you even believe that now? I mean, that was crazy. And yet another buff making the lasers less visible. Those buffs didn't change too much though in my opinion, but when the latest patch arrived, well, something really happened and my playstyle with Kapkan totally changed right away. This clip play-in is actually my very first round after the patch, and I was laughing quite a bit when I was playing as I couldn't believe how effective Kapkan felt all of a sudden. Although I potatoed like crazy at some kills, I had a really nice round with an operator that felt almost totally new. But before we dig further into playstyle though, I will as usual take a closer look at his loadout. Kapkan is now a 2-speed 2-armor defender with 5 laser tripwires that can be placed in doors or windows to inflict damage on unsuspecting attackers rushing in. Kapkan can choose between 2 primary weapons, the 9x19 VSN submachine gun and the SASG-12 shotgun. The shotgun is really fast and actually comes with a suppressor if you prefer that. But as a low damage shotgun, I personally am not a fan of this, especially as his SMG is really good. This bad boy is extremely easy to use, probably has the best sight in the game, the Russian reflex sight, and actually deals a good amount of damage, more than the MP5, even with a suppressor on if you prefer that. I equipped this with a reflex sight and angled foregrip, although I have the vertical on it right here, as the angled foregrip makes it super fast to ADS without making it too hard to control, as the recoil is low by default on this one. So if you're not using the angled foregrip, try it on right away. I use the muzzle brake as I feel that's the overall best choice for every gun in the game as long as you don't go full auto all the time, which in my opinion isn't possible if you're going to hit those long shots. For the secondary, I often go with power over fire rate and ammo capacity, as I so seldom make use of the handgun and often don't need to spend an entire mag anyway. Therefore, the PMM is a no-brainer for me. I rather get a quick kill shot than in CQB than having to get like 3-4 shots in, so that's what I use anyway. C4 is of course the way to go in most cases, as that makes me more versatile and can help me secure an extra kill as well. So when it comes to using Kapkan now, I try to always put some traps in doorways leading into the objective to perhaps get that free kill on a damaged enemy late in the round, or help a remaining anchor when attackers are pushing in. And I also like to set up an outer perimeter by an expected entry point where I can surprise and ambush attackers, as you saw in that first clip in this video. These traps are so easy to miss now, and people still don't seem to expect them at entry points far from the objective. So if you know a typical entry point on the other side of the map, go there and place a mine or two, and you might just give that quick rusher a lesson and slow them down or get a free kill or two to help your team. From that point, you can just keep on roaming, as Kapkan has turned into a perfect roamer after the changes. His gun is probably one of the best overall guns for the defenders in the game now that Ella's gun has been nerfed. And I'm not talking damage now, I'm talking the low recoil and decent fire rate, and taking that into consideration as well. It's overall a really easy, fun and rewarding gun to use in my opinion. And with the C4 as well, you have a better chance dealing with shield operators if you run into them, even if you're alone, which sometimes can be a bit tricky, especially now that Blitz apparently got his running shoes on. So to sum this up, I think Kapkan as a 2-speed 2-armor operator suddenly is a force to reckon with, and as he even sees some play in Pro League now, well, I'm probably not alone with that opinion. I use his traps as sound cues to ambush attackers rushing in a similar way as you would use Ella's or Lesion's traps actually, with the difference that you've already inflicted between 40 to 60 damage depending on if the attacker is a 3, 2 or 1 armor operator. I used the SMG with angle foregrip, reflex sight and muzzle brake to get an overall lower recoil when burst firing, but prioritizing fast ADS over additional control, as the recoil is so low already. So that's about it for this one, guys. What are your thoughts on the new and improved Kapkan, and how do you like to equip and play him? Have you changed your playstyle in any way after the patch, or do you perhaps feel different about something I said? Perhaps I missed something you would like to add or need to be corrected in some way? Well, feel free to share your thoughts by leaving a comment below. And give me a thumbs up or down so I get to know what you think about this video. Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to get notified when I post my upcoming videos. I'll be back soon again, and until then, I will keep being Noiser. Hej då!